Today on Godoku Tech, our subject matter is the HP Notebook 15 RA011NIA. Terrible name, I know, but maybe the laptop is good enough for us to ignore the name. Let's find out in this review. The HP Notebook 15 comes with plastic all around. Almost every area on the laptop is covered with plastic. It is quite normal for a laptop at this price to have plastic all around, but the plastic is not very hard, so there's flex on the screen and also on the keyboard. And my experience with HP laptops has taught me that they are not very durable. The hinge feels a bit soft to me, like when I lift it, I just feel it could be tighter. Now it's new and you can't really tell, but I believe as time goes on to start getting more loose. And like I said, I've had experience with these kinds of laptops, these HP laptops, and it doesn't always end well when the hinge is like this. But I may be wrong, only time will tell. But in my opinion, I honestly believe this laptop won't last up to 5 years. This is something you should be using for around 2 years, in my opinion. Moving to the left side, we find the port for charging, an Ethernet port, an HDMI port, 2 USB 3 ports, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And on the right, we see the lock slot, an optical drive which we don't really find in laptops nowadays, one USB 2.0 port, and an SD card reader. I've spoken quite a bit about the outside of this laptop. Let's get inside. Now, to get inside this laptop, you have to remove 10 screws. 4 of the screws are just plain on the bottom cover, and another 4 are hidden under these rubber strips. After that, you have to take out 2 screws after removing the removable battery. Then you pry out the bottom cover from the keyboard area. Now, the way this laptop is engineered, you can really see they don't want you to open it because some screws are hidden, and when getting the bottom cover off, it feels like you are damaging it even though you are not. So I would really recommend against trying to open the laptop if you are a novice, but someone with more experience can open it. And opening it, you can find almost everything is interchangeable. My only problem with these components is that there's only one slot for RAM. I really wish it had an extra port or 2 where you can just buy maybe another 4GB RAM stick and just upgrade your RAM without having to go the extra mile. But with this laptop, if you want more RAM, that means you buy a larger stick. Only one slot for RAM doesn't really speak well of its upgradability. But then you can change the HDD and you can even change the Wi-Fi card as it's not solid onto the board. Now let's leave the insides of this laptop and come to the area where most people would focus on. And no area takes more focus than the screen of the laptop. This laptop comes with a 15.6-inch LCD panel with a 1366 by 768 resolution. Also, another standard thing for laptops at this range, it's very mediocre. With this panel, it doesn't get very bright, so you might have difficulty using it outdoors or in bright daylight, but indoors it's bright enough. The only issues I have with this laptop is it has very bad viewing angles. Unless you are looking at the laptop directly in front, you can't really see things well. The colors shift to a very dark tone and almost everything is unviewable. So if you are planning on watching movies and videos, then I think you should be doing it alone with this laptop. If you are planning on watching movies with anyone on this laptop, I would highly recommend against it. But if you want to watch your movies alone and have some alone time, this laptop can give you a very good experience, especially because it comes with very good speakers. For a laptop at this price, I didn't expect the speakers to give me the quality they gave me. They sounded quite good and they can get very loud. Even though they are placed at the bottom, they angled it a bit towards your ears so you can hear the full range of the sound. And they are a bit larger than the last laptop I reviewed, even though it's around the same price. So I really commend HP for adding such nice speakers to a laptop at this price. Usually at this price, they don't really focus on the speakers as they know people use headsets more often. But then HP decided to put some really good speakers here, and I commend them for it. So a short message before we continue. What you are seeing here right now is a preview of the comparison between the Infinix Hot 8 and the Galaxy S8 Plus. If you'd like to know how this all ends, subscribe so you can watch the next video. Thank you. Now back to the HP. Even though the sound from these speakers is very good, I can't say the same about the sound from the microphone. The microphone and webcam that come with this laptop are of subpar quality. The sound from the mic
is just mediocre, and you get even worse video from the webcam, and it's not really surprising because most laptop manufacturers have ignored the webcam quality for quite a long time until 2020, where everyone needs a webcam to be able to even work.
So if you are seeking to do your Zoom or whatever kind of video conferencing, this is not the laptop for you, because the sound from the mic is mediocre at best and the camera quality is very poor. Now let's leave the top of this laptop and come to the area where there's more interaction. And of course, I'm speaking about the keyboard and the trackpad. The trackpad comes with Synaptics drivers, but it supports all the Windows gestures. It is a bit small for my liking, but maybe it's because I have larger than average hands, so I don't find much pleasure whilst using it. But then it's okay, and almost anyone can use it. If you don't have hands like mine, then you can get used to this trackpad quite easily. Now to the keyboard. The keyboard comes with the standard ANSI layout, which we are all used to. It's very tactile, and I generally have a good typing experience. Just that the individual keys feel just a bit small for me. It's like they are smaller than what you find on other laptops or other keyboards. But maybe it's just because, again, I have larger than average hands. Your mileage may vary, but for me the keys felt a bit small, but I was able to type on it nonetheless. The keyboard also doesn't have any backlights, which is expected, again because of the price. So if you are one of those people who type like this, you may have a lot of trouble when typing in dark environments. Now performance. Performance is really dear to my heart, and I must say this laptop surprised me. It may be the fastest laptop I've ever used. It chews through games, high power consumption stuff, multitasking, it's a breeze. This laptop is the best and fastest laptop I've ever used. Of course, I'm joking, because you can't expect anything fast from a laptop that comes with a dual-core Intel Celeron processor with a base clock of 1.6 GHz and also Intel HD graphics. It is slow and mediocre at best. And the general tune of this review has been mediocrity, but that song can't be sung in every aspect of this laptop, because when it comes to battery life, this laptop blew me away. I'm not joking about this. This laptop has the best battery life out of all the laptops I've ever used. Maybe I've not used many laptops, but this laptop is really up there when it comes to battery life. On the HP website, they claim the laptop can give you 11 hours and 45 minutes of battery life with mixed usage, but according to my test, I had about 7 hours and 45 minutes. That is less than what HP says, but it is far better than anything I've ever used. A laptop that can last you 7 hours, that's basically a whole day's work, and it can do that with ease. The laptop didn't go off after that 7 hours 49 minutes, it just gave me the battery low warning. So maybe it could have gone the whole 8 hours if I had kept using it. The battery is not really big, it's 31 watt hours, but then because of the slower processor, it was able to give us this long battery life with ease, and I was quite surprised. I've seen many laptops at this range, some with bigger batteries, but they can't last this long. I don't know what HP did, because the previous laptop I reviewed had about the same specs and the battery was bigger, but it can't last as long as this laptop does. So I was quite surprised. So conclusion, the question we've all been waiting for: should you buy this laptop? I won't answer that question until you hear this. This laptop originally comes without Windows or any operating system that has a graphic user interface. This laptop comes with FreeDOS. If you are not familiar with FreeDOS, it's an operating system that looks like this. In 2020, there's a laptop for sale that comes with that kind of operating system. I don't know anyone looking for a laptop with that operating system, but that is what HP is giving originally with this laptop. If you buy it brand new, it comes with FreeDOS. So should you buy this laptop? I'll say no. Unless you have a copy of Windows or any other operating system you like to install, or you like to spend about $140 buying Windows 10. If not, please stay away from this laptop. It has so many good features, but you can't enjoy all these features without an operating system. And FreeDOS doesn't qualify as an operating system to me. In 2020, I can't accept FreeDOS as an operating system for a retail laptop. That is unacceptable. So in conclusion, don't buy this laptop unless you have an operating system you can install on it. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see my next video where I compare the camera on the Infinix Hot 8 and the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Hit the notification bell so that you are first to hear about it, and stay blessed. Bye.